Hello everyone. In this class, we will see the development of the nervous system. Nervous system, mainly the central nervous system, develops from the neurectodum. What is neurectodum? At the end of the pre-somoid period, neurectodermal cells overlying the notochord. So the ectodermal cells overlying the notochord is now called as neurectodermal cells, thicken to form the medullary or neural plate, maybe under the inducive influence of the notochord. So this image shows the pre-somoid period. So the pink color represents the notochord. The ectodermal cells overlying the notochord is now changing to neurectodum. So during this somoid period, the neural plate forms a gutter. So it is first thickened, it is called neural plate. Now it is like gutter, so called as neural groove, which is concave dorsally and is bounded by the raised lateral margins called the neural folds. So the folds are called as neural folds. If you see the tip of the neural folds, special cells, that cells are called as neural crest cells. So we will again see the neural crest cells after finishing this neural tube formation. So now we are seeing the neural tube formation by the neurectodome. So in the neurectodome, neural plate formed, then neural groove formed. Now the neural groove is extending in the midline. So it is in the midline just over the notochord from the Hensen's node to the buccopharyngeal membrane. So this is how now it is like gutter, neural tube has been forming. So first is the neural plate. Now it has been folded, neural groove. So the tips of the neural that depression is called neural groove and the sides are called neural folds. The tips of the neural folds are having specialized cells. That cells will be called as neural crest. These neural folds fuse dorsally gradually and the groove is converted into a neural tube. So this process is called neurulation. If you see this fusion first starts in the cervical region, then extends above and below in both directions. So when they are fusing, leaving the pores in the anterior and posterior, that will be called anterior and posterior neuropores. Actually, these anterior and posterior neuropores are actually situated at the cranial and caudal end of the neural tube, but they are called as anterior and posterior neuropores. This anterior neuropore closes at about 20 somoid stage, that is the middle of the fourth week. Posterior neuropore closes little later at about 25th somoid stage at the end of the fourth week. These two are often asked MCQs in the PG entrance. So this is how the neural groove is now fusing to form the neural tube. It is not fusing craniocaudal or caudal to cranial. It is fusing in the middle like cervical region, then extending in the both the directions above and below. In the right side, you can see the pink color cells at the tips of the neural folds. They are called as the neural crest cells. So it is now fusing. The somites are forming by the stage sites of the neural tube formation. So this is the somite period or the fourth week development. So the same all in one image. So first is thickening of the ectoderm. That ectoderm is neurectodum. That is called neural plate. Then it is forming neural groove. Then it is forming neural tube. The tips of the cells, tips of the neural folds have a specialized cells, neural crest. They, when the neural tube is fusing gradually, the neural crest cells separate from the ectoderm and they are buried. They are called as the neural crest cells. So the derivatives of the neural crest cells are many. If you see the derivatives of the neural crest cells, main derivatives are Schwann cells, cells of the adrenal medulla, cells of the autonomic ganglia, cells of the posterior root ganglia, and the ganglia of the cranial nerves. In other words, the central nervous system develops mainly from the neural tube, peripheral nervous system partly from this neural tube and partly from the neural crest cells. If you see this central nervous system development entirely from the neural tube, so the cephalic part of the neural tube is enlarged to form three successive vesicles, forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain, and rest of the tube persists as the spinal cord. So this is the again the same neural tube formation. It is clearly shown in the first left side. Fusion is starting in the cervical region and moving cephalic and caudal, leaving the two pores, anterior neuropore and the posterior neuropores in the beginning. Then they fuse. The anterior neuropore closes at the middle of the fourth week and posterior neuropore closes at the end of the fourth week. If these neuropores are not closing uh, and leaving the defect, that will cause the spina bifida. So this neural tube in inadequate closure will cause the defect in the vertebra developing around the neural tube also. That causes the spina bifida. So these are the varieties of the spina bifida. Spina bifida occulta or sometimes meninges may protrude, meningocele. Even some part of the spinal cord will protrude, then that will be called as myelomeningocele. If the cranial part of the neural tube does not close at all, so it may cause the defective formation of the head region, causing called as anencephaly. So these are the defects of the neural tube formation. Mainly, they are observed in the folic acid deficiency in the pregnant mothers. So nowadays, it is always mandatory to give the folic acid from the day of the conception. So this is about the neural tube formation in detail we have seen. As we have to conclude now, the central nervous system develops entirely from the neural tube and peripheral nervous system partly from the neural tube and partly from the neural crest cells. So this will complete this development of the neural tube formation or the neurulation, which may be asked as separate question for you. We will see the continuation of the development of the brain and the spinal cord in the next class.